I have been. So Ken did not grow up in Puerto Rico. He went there for middle school for like a year or so, but his parents are military, so they've traveled all over the world. He's lived in several places. You want to tell him some of the places that you've lived?
Germany, Puerto Rico, Texas, Hawaii. I don't know.
In California before we got married.
California,
Yeah.
Texas, Boston, New Jersey.
So his parents are both Puerto Rican by birth. My husband was born in Jersey, and he's American, but with a Puerto Rican background. Some of the things, no, he does not eat, right? Like boiled
Real food.
banana and stuff like
no.
they call it. Real food?
Real food me not touch.
But everything else, the meats and all that, yes, he
of
will.
course.
He will touch that. Oh, they just say longing to hear Ken speak, refreshing. Oh, and that's the thing, you guys have been asking for me to bring him on to do our chats again. So you know he's active duty and he's super busy, and it's hard for me to put that responsibility on him on his free time. So we have to be thankful that he was able to join us. He secured the time today to join us, and I appreciate it, and I'm glad that everyone wants you on here. See, I tell you, them no one just hear me, because I'm not married to myself, I'm married to you. I have someone said, okay, Puerto Rico, how does he understand when you're upset and chatting the patois? Him understand. Him understand.
She makes sure I understand.
Yes. Althea, okay, so that was Althea. Very long into here. Okay, Deidre, how did each of your family adjust to you being together?
Well, my mother only cared about one thing in the women that were in my life, and that's whether or not they were classy. And so when she met Maxine, she just fell in love because Maxine is a naturally very classy woman. She's from Bush, but I mean nothing, you know. So the class is everywhere. So she just brought that natural Jamaican proper upbringing, and my mom was locked. Plus, you know, she's gorgeous. And but my mother was really just big on what she perceives as being classy, and fortunate for Maxine, that is exactly, she exudes exactly what my mother envisions as a classy woman for her son, for her baby.
How sweet. And you know what his mom told me? She said I was the daughter she never had, which was for me just enough. Very, very well embraced by his family. And my family, my grandmother would tell you, she passed away a year ago. She loved a very dirty walk on. Okay, that's how my family is, especially my grandmother and my mom. They all love him. My dad, they all love him. So for us, no issues when it comes to culture and adjustment and all that stuff.
It's both island life. So
Yeah.
you know, one island and the next. So.
Caribbean island. Yeah, Puerto Rico is not far that different than Jamaica. So we definitely just blend easily. How did you... Okay, so what's your favorite Jamaican dish, Ken?
Oh, me? It depends on the time of day, right? I can saltfish in the morning, right? And but jerk chicken in the evening. But I love oxtail. I mean, there's just so much.
I can tell you the story about the oxtail with him too.
For years I would never touch oxtail. Why? Because I thought it looked like like a human lumbar vertebrae. It looked too much like a piece of a human, right? And so I've wasted many years of my life not eating oxtail. And then one day I just decided to eat it, and it was just the sweetest meat, and I just regret so much in my life after that.
That he missed out
Yeah,
on.
how many plates I passed on, so it was a crime. But it was delicious. Yeah, oxtail is delicious. But my absolute favorite, I mean, curry anything. Curry goat. I love curry goat. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there's just so much. I mean,
yeah.
You know, even butter and cheese is nice, you know, at the right time. And cocoa bread, you know, wrapped up in cocoa bread, that's always sweet. So it depends on what time of day you got to ask me, and then I'll tell you what my favorite thing is.
Yeah. All right, there you go. There's his answer.
It's too much to choose from.
Yeah, too much to choose from because, you know, everything Jamaican, and when it comes to the food especially.
No, Jamaican food is tops.
And we've traveled the world.
Yeah, but no.
You know?
And, you know, and the funny thing is, so I tell you what impresses me, one of the things that impressed me the most about being in the Jamaican culture is how the best cuisine can come from a fire that was made on the rock stone fire, right on the earth. And it's just delicious. Mm-hmm. And in some, surrounded by bush, a nice, house with zinc roof and fire stove on the ground. I forget exactly what you call it. But it's delicious.
Wood fire. I brought him to my hometown in the bush. And let me tell you this, I don't know if you listened to my interview last week with Dervan Malcolm and Wayne and Diana. They wanted to know the real deal. And I brought Ken to my house. We talked about with the latrine. Outhouse people know that as. And the cock are crowing in the morning, roosters. And so that's how I grew up. And I did not want to put on a facade and take him to a hotel and act like that was it. I wanted him to see the real deal where I grew up and what made me the woman I am today. So there was nothing to hide about where I come from. And he appreciated it. He appreciated my grandparents, my amazing grandparents. But we have to do a show on just to talk about all of them. My dad's side, my mom's side, all of them.
No?
Okay, I thought you were going to say something.
I was, but you said you saved it for a show, so okay.
If you want to say something, you're my guest. You can definitely say something.
Oh, no, I just remember being articulated to me that they were very concerned that I would, for some reason, look down on them.
A little bit, if they thought,
they
weren't sure.
Yeah, but I was like, I mean, listen, one thing, when I was growing up, my mother used to always tell me, just because we're poor don't mean we have to be dirty, right? And in America, in the ghettos and low-income areas, that's like one of our issues, right, in America. But I'm telling you, there was the agriculture in Dada's house was just immaculate. Everything was just so pristine and beautiful. So they upkept their home. It was wonderful. The food was delicious. The company was the best that I had the pleasure of being around. And so I was more than lucky to be a part of that family. So
blessed now. Yeah, my grandparents are awesome, and I'm feeling a little emotional just, talking about them because some of them are no longer here. It's okay, I won't cry because it's been a blessing just having them in my life and just having Ken be able to meet them and our daughter be able to just be around them and appreciate them, I have pictures to show too. Our princess is in her room hanging out with Nana, my mom. Mom is over here. And I will not bring her on camera because she's too shy. She's shy. Yeah. That's so sweet. Althea said that's so sweet. How did you meet? We met at a Special Olympics event. Volunteer event.
She was there with these short shorts on.
Great. Go back into the wardrobe.
She had the short shorts on and her stomach was covered though. But she has such a full figure that it's hard to hide.
I'm looking at these. So Maxine, what's your favorite Puerto Rican dish? What is my favorite Puerto Rican dish? It could be from Spain, I'm not sure. But I love paella.
Paella.
Yes, and I make a mean paella.
Well, we're originally from Spain, so.
Yeah, so I love paella.
Until the United States conquered us, we were a Spanish colony, so.
Yeah, sopa de gandules, which is similar to, it is gungo soup, Jamaican. So I love their version of it as well.
Yeah, but gungo rice is nice. I can't believe I didn't say that.
Arroz con gandule?
Yeah, arroz con gandule. Same thing.
Yes. So, oxtail is delicious. Okay. Classy, did you experience cultural racism from outsiders?
From me? Or you?
So, Classy Cat, can you...
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll speak on that.
Yeah, because that's exactly what
So only in America. Because, America is such a interesting place where they're very caught up on race for all the wrong reasons. And so Black Americans would sometimes, not knowing that my wife's Jamaican, would say something like, "Oh, we lost another one." Mm-hmm. Like I took one of the Nubian princesses away from them. But true, my wife is from African descent, but she's from Jamaica, so which is a whole nother proud people, and it's just not the same thing. Yeah. No offense either way.
So that's one thing, and we've gotten that more than once.
But they're just jealous that I have a beautiful woman and they don't. That's what it boils down to. So I'm not sure it was even really race related as much as they were just being a hater.
Yeah. But yesterday, 2 days ago, we celebrated our 23rd wedding anniversary, and I posted photos on our Instagram page.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, our Instagram page, and it's someone, a black male, he put a comment on there, actually a Bible verse talking about not mixing races and all that stuff. I don't remember, some Deuteronomy or something.
It didn't say races. It was the person used some ambiguous Bible quote to infer that God does not want his children to be married outside of the level of pigment in their skin.
Right. And I went to his page just to see what he was all about. And he had Caucasian male and then black female and vice versa all over his page. And he had the Bible verse every spot on every post. So they're directly, not necessarily, but when we hold hands in the mall and we're walking around, people say stuff now and then. Occasionally,
but that was a while ago. That was like pre-2010.
No, that's that one. But we
this
year, I
yeah,
think.
But that well, I guess
this year we had one of those, and then 2 days ago with the social media stuff. So I mean, it happens. It happens. I notice it, and I don't really get upset because I know what we have, and it doesn't matter.
I'm not worried about strangers like
his lighter skin because I'm a fella Islander, So I don't really watch that. I'm not watching no face when it comes to that stuff. All right. Okay. So Nikisha, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Ken, did you ever get a chance to go to parties? Like Jamaican parties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was loud and it would always end prematurely when, you know how they would steal the current from the power line and it blew up the amplifier and the speaker. And then we'd have to go home.
Talking about in Jamaica.
Yeah, in Jamaica. In Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise, Miami, yes, we've gone to.
Of course.
Lots of
Caribbean
Jamaican
parties, that's the only place I like to go. It's my preferred.
Yeah, and we mix it up with the patois, soca, not patois, the reggae, dancehall, all of that. Mix it up. We are a couple that love to have fun. Mm-hmm. We're a Christian couple, but yes, we love to have fun. We don't limit ourselves because guess what? Everybody will be judged in the end, and we just want to make sure we know. And yeah, we have our relationship.
That was just me separating such a bold statement from me. Like, Lord, it's just her, it's not me.
No, but we love to have a good time.
I'm the saved one.
We love to have a good time, and we don't hold back. We don't hold back and fake nothing for nobody, right? This is it. What you see is what you get. Period. Jamaican ladies are classy, beautiful couple. Thank you so much, Silk. Sonia Watson Hines, that's so nice. Love the earrings. Thank you very much. DM me and I'll tell you where I got them from and how little I paid for it. Beautiful. Got them today. Thank you. Nikisha bless. Okay, what do you both do? Carolyn Gale says what we both do.
Like business?
Are you talking about professional?
Professionally? Well, for the time being, I am a United States Army paratrooper at the rank of major. So that's what I do. Jump on airplanes and secure areas behind enemy lines whenever I'm doing that kind of stuff. When I'm not doing that, which is most of the time, I just do paperwork and stuff like that.
And for me, I used to do what he does now. Not all of that, but I used to wear the uniform. And I retired from the military. I joined at a young age. As he said, we met barely teens. He was a teenager. Actually, we met.
I was a teenager.
I was a teenager.
You was a woman in your 20s.
No, I was in my 20s.
She was a woman in her 20s.
Never in my 20s yet.
I was a teenager.
So I left high school and joined the military at 19. And I met him, got married a year later. Okay? And so we grew up together. And have been together for 24 years. All of our adult lives we've been together. And married for 23. So that's what we do. Yeah, yes. Retired. Yeah?
You're retired.
Oh, she must be beautiful like her mom, Danielle. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you very much, Danielle. South Manchester as well. Violet is from South Manchester. Hey, Violet. Miss Chin Grant, is there another husband like yours? Because all these good men are gone. Trust me. Oh, I believe there's somebody out there for you. There's someone out there for you, Miss Chin Grant. And we can talk about that later on, okay? But thank you very much. It's a good man. Good man. Let's see. Classy from both. Okay. Thank you. Homa, hello. Thanks for joining. Thank you. Congratulations on your 23rd anniversary. Love wins. Absolutely, princess. Judith, hello from Trelawney. Hey. Trelawney. And her husband is from Slovenia. That's a big difference in cultural background. Mm-hmm. That is awesome. Congratulations, Judith. That's actually talking about mixing tribe, but that man had the wrong interpretation. I'm an idiot. Exactly. All idiot.
I mean,
you know?
the only thing
nice.
the Bible even gets into is about unequally yoked type stuff.
Yeah.
And if it's like Old Testament, it was talking about taking on families that were outside of the tribe of Judah, and as they moved. But that's all like.
And I told him it was his interpretation.
Yeah,
anyways.
he knows.
Like
He
God
just-
is love. Love
knows.
wins all the time.
Everybody knows. They just have an agenda.
Thank you, classic cat. That's exactly what it was, right? Joy Davis, never seen that in the Bible. What chapter and verse is that, right?
I don't know.
It's actually there, but he just misinterpreted it, right? And then try to push it on to me and my husband, my good husband. Tell her, leave me and my marriage alone. Do you know any Jamaican proverb, Lord? I do, but I can't think of any right now. But if you can do me a favor and just drop some in the chat
proverb?
for me, that would be awesome. Yeah, Jamaican.